Just want to bring to your attention that I am not the most flexible person. I myself need to work on my flexibility as well. So please enjoy, but no judgment. As we get started today, we're going to start with some nice and gentle neck rolls. We're going to start first clockwise, and then we're going to go into counterclockwise. Make sure that you are taking some deep breaths during this moment as we start our stretching and flexibility workout. Now you're going to grab your right hand and place it on the left hand side of your head and pull for a nice stretch in your neck. Now we're going to switch sides, so place your left hand on the right side of your head and pull for that nice neck stretch. Now we're going to gently roll our neck back and forth. Make sure that this is nice and slow, controlled movements. Now let's go side to side. Again, make sure that these are nice, slow, and controlled movements. Now we are gently going to roll our shoulders backwards and forward. Again, make sure that these are nice, slow, and controlled movements as we're trying to get our body ready to do some deep stretching. Now we are going to sit up crisscross applesauce or Indian style, and we are going to take about 5 deep breaths here. So close your eyes, make sure your back is straight, and take those deep needed breaths. Now let's bring that right arm over for a nice arm stretch. Now switching to our left hand side. Make sure that you are taking nice deep breaths during this, as well as keeping your back straight. Let's connect those fingertips and reach for the sky and hold this nice stretch for your shoulder and your back. Now we are going to move to our hands and knees for a back arch and curve stretch. So basically your nose to your belly button, your head to your butt. Again, make sure that these are nice, slow, and controlled movements. Now we are going to place our left foot in between both of our hands and lean into this stretch. At this moment, if you feel comfortable, you can lift that knee off the ground for a deeper stretch. We are now going to switch sides, so place your right foot up and your left is behind you. Again, if you feel comfortable, you can lift that left leg up for a deeper stretch. Now we are going to get into a very popular stretch called the child's pose. This stretch is very helpful for any back pain and stretching that upper body. So take that moment to enjoy the stretch and make sure that you are taking some deep breaths. Now your right arm is going to go across your body. This is a stretch for your upper back and a little bit of chest. Again, make sure you are breathing through this exercise. Now let's switch to your left arm going across your body and holding that stretch. Now the next stretch can get a little confusing. So what you're going to do is bring your right leg across your body and your left leg is going to go straight out. This is a stretch for your hips and all of your gluteus muscles. Going to switch, so your left leg is going to go across your body, your right leg is going to go straight out and lean in. We're going to come up and sit up. This is a familiar stretch to most of you. So we're going to put our right leg out, bend our left leg, and try to touch your toes. If you cannot reach your toes, that's okay. Try to hold onto your shins as best as possible. To switch to the left hand side, so your left leg being out, your right leg bended, and lean and hold this stretch. We're going to come up into butterfly position, so hold those feet and lean in. Now we are going to extend both legs and try to reach and hold your toes. If you cannot, again, you can grab your shins. Make sure you are taking some deep breaths during this exercise. going to lift your left leg and bend it, and cross your right leg and place your ankle on the top of your left kneecap. You want to lean into the stretch and again take those deep breaths. Now we're going to switch sides, so your left leg is going to come across, so your right leg is going to be bent. This stretch is really good if you have tight hips. If you consistently do this stretch, you will see a difference in your flexibility within your hips. Now you're going to lay on your back, and we are going to go into my favorite exercise. You're going to bring your left leg to your chest, and you're going to hold. At this moment, you can take the time to loosen up your ankles by doing a couple circles, going up and down with your ankles just to loosen them up. Now with that same leg, we're going to raise it straight up, as straight as you possibly can get it. Make sure that your heel is facing the sky, and place both of your hands on the back of your kneecap for stability. Now we're going to switch sides, so you're going to bring that right knee to your chest and hold. Again, at this moment, you can take time to loosen up your ankles by doing some circles and some up and down movements. Again, we're going to raise that right leg to the sky. Make sure that you're putting both hands behind your knee for stability, and hold the stretch. Now we're gently going to bring both knees to the chest, wrapping our hands around our knees and holding this stretch. If you have a lot of lower back pain, this is a stretch that you can do often to relieve pressure. Now we're going to lean our body in that same position to the left hand side and hold. Now let's switch it to the right hand side and hold. Our next stretch can be a little confusing. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your right leg straight and cross your left leg, and you're going to twist your body where your left arm is facing the left hand side, and hold. switch the opposite. So your right leg is going to go across your body, your left leg is going to be straight, and your right arm is going to be going right. For the next stretch, you're going to lie on your stomach with your arms above your head and just hold this position. We're going to lean back into our child's pose again that we did earlier. Just relax and enjoy this stretch. At this moment, you can come now and sit upright. We're going to do a tricep stretch. So you're going to bend your left arm and bring your right arm across and hold it. This should be a familiar stretch for most of you. I decided to do this stretch at the end because of all the pressure that we've been putting on our arms throughout these stretches. And now we're going to switch to the other side. Now for the next couple minutes, I want you to take this time for you. If you want to lay down and just take some deep breaths or continue some stretches, however you'd like to take this moment is for you. I thank you for working out with me today, and I continue to look forward to making new videos for you all.